Hi guys, Maikeru here. This is my From Zero to Hero series. This is week 3 and day 1. So this is day 15 of the account in total, and let's start this week off with some QBD. Let's get right into it. You guys voted with what bosses you wanted to see, and I was kinda surprised with QBD being so high up there, and it's really made me happy. So this video starting with QBD makes sense because you guys voted for it. And then Araxor is second, which I kind of expected, as I'm going to try and aim for Araxor by day 7. If I can aim for Araxor by day 7 and get a kill or two, it'd just be a really nice way to end the week. Vindictor will be the next boss after QBD, and then I'll probably mix it up with some other bosses on the list. So we've got Hellweird there, so I'll probably do that a little bit. And then we can even slot in some God Wars Dungeon 1 or some Twin Furies or something here and there, if we manage to get a Dragon Rider Lance or something like that. Dragon Rider Lance really shines at Twin Furies and Hellweird and things, so it would make sense if I invested in one eventually. Anyway, enough talking about the poll, let's get right into all of the gains in this video. 72 divination from doing my daily cash. 8 levels to go for invention. What I'm going to do between bossing once I have invention unlocked is just things like fishing and other AFK means while editing. So I might as well build this here aquarium. It costs 200k to build, and once you've built it, you can make a prawn broker. This prawn broker gives you prawn perks while you fish. Once you've got an aquarium and a prawn broker, you can get prawn perks while fishing. These give you things like being able to fish without bait and feathers, and it's so handy to have. So now I've got this, I can get some prawn points while AFK fishing between bossing. 56 fishing for now. I'm going to stop. I'll come back here, get 58, and then probably do some barb fishing to finish it off to 63. Then I can boost into the fishing guild if the deep sea merchant or anything like that has something for sale that's decent. 73 divination from that cash. 7 levels to go for the invention part unlocked with divination. Managed to get 25 herblore supplies, and it's actually 25 supplies this time. A lot of the times I was getting 23 and keep on forgetting. So I am going to get the rewards, get some XP, and I got 89,000 herblore XP. That's awesome. Doing QBD with the royal crossbow was very slow. I'd splash a lot. There'd be so many times where you'd splash multiple abilities in a row, multiple thresholds in a row, and it was just very troublesome. Tier 80's a good weapon, but for QBD it is a little slow, although even when you get like 3-4 minute kill times, you're still going to make a decent amount of money getting 15-20 kills in an hour. Still going to be like 2-3 mil an hour probably at this rate, so it's not bad at all, and it's worth doing if you enjoy bossing and you want to do some early bossing. QBD is probably my favourite boss that people should use to get into PVM because it teaches you quite a lot. It teaches you about phases because you have to press the pillars as fast as possible so it doesn't spawn the grot worms. It teaches you about moving at the correct times with the fire waves and the tormented souls. Then loads and loads of things can all happen in phase 4, so it lets you think on your toes and gets you better at PVM as a whole. I got the second Dragonkin journal. That moment when a 315 QBD is your personal best. The 2 biggest tips I could give you are 1. The fire waves. If you run into the wave just before it's about to hit you, it won't hit anything at all and you'll be able to run directly underneath of it. And obviously if there's a gap between the waves anywhere near you, you can just stand in that gap and you won't take any damage either. The other tip is the tormented souls. Whenever they spawn, they put rings underneath of you for each soul that spawns. So when there's 1 in phase 1, there'll be 1 ring, 2 rings when it spawns 2, and then 4 rings when it spawns 4 in the last phase. When they spawn underneath of you, they'll continuously follow you until they hit something. So you just want to run the opposite side of this tormented soul as soon as it spawns underneath of you. That way it will hit him and not you. Same applies in the last phase when 4 spawn, just run diagonally towards one of the souls as soon as they appear underneath of you, and they'll all hit that soul instead. You do need to be careful though, because if you mess up the timing, you can get hit by them all and it does hurt a lot. So stay on high HP if you're trying this out. Oh great. Hardened Scowls is so difficult to... I'm just going to splash even more than I normally do. This is not fun. Let's see what we... Oh, it actually hit both. Okay. Snapshot worked. Working as intended. No. Now we're missing. Look, all of that splashing. No. Hardened scouts so annoying. This loot's been pretty trash so far. Hopefully we get one of the 400k or so rewards soon. Man, more 100k rewards and a third Dragon King journal. Hey. We got a 302 personal record and I think that's like 10 kills or something. Not bad. And we were rewarded 100k. Woo. Oh, back-to-back personal records, 247. Not too bad with our full Armadillo Royal, Spiky Band Braces and Royal Crossbow. Doing pretty well. The loot, on the other hand, not doing so well. 86k. Nah, give me something more than 100k. That's a little bit better, 226k. Look at that 59k. Oh, these loot been so bad. Huh. We beat our record by 1 second and we didn't even get it into a weak state this time. It was just the normal one. That's not bad. We're consistently getting maybe like 3-minute kills. Unless it goes hardened, then it's like 3.5 minutes. And we're also consistently getting the worst drops. Look at that, 60k. Oh my god. 92k, 4th Dragon King journal. Still no royal pieces at all. I don't know what's going on. There's another 100k. I'm not going to show the loot anymore. I'll just show if I actually finally get something good. Did 20 kills, which took me an hour and a half. And I got 2.5 mil because every single one was literally like 60 to 100k except for 2. I got 2 that were over 100k and they were like 200k. Feels so bad when they're just such low rewards. Managed to buy 3,500 Addy bars, and I'm going to make some Addy swords as I have to AFK for a little bit, but then it'll be straight back to QBD. Like I said, in between QBD and bossing and stuff, I'm going to be going for invention. So making Addy swords for 80 smithing will be another one of those invention requirements done, and then it would only be divination. I'm 73 divination right now and I should be able to get 74 today with caches, so I'm slowly but surely getting my way towards invention as well. The placement of all of the different portables is really messed up, and there's portables on top of portables on top of portables, and whatever's happened in today's update has literally caused all the portables to be able to be placed like anywhere. So there's a crafter on top of the bank chest. There's a floating portable forge that I can't click. There's a floating sawmill. Oh, an Odax coil sitting on a bank chest working perfectly as intended with a crafter inside the Odax coil. There's a J mod here now and I think he sorted out the portables issue and things, so that's all fixed. But it's really frustrating because I want to do these Addy swords and I want to use Addy bars, but it's just so slow. It's very nice and AFK, but it is very slow because it's only 75 XP per make, so I'd be better off probably making some myth stuff. Next time round I might make some myth stuff or stick to some Addy because I am fairly AFK when I do my editing and things like that. So at least I'd get 50 seconds of AFK if I'm doing Addy swords, and I just need to check if they're break even or profit or loss. Then I guess I'll make my assumption on that. So I'm going to finish off these 3,500 bars and then go see if I've made money or lost money. 77 smithing, incoming here, 3 levels to go. I'm slow buying some cooked alligator. It's under half the price of shark at under 500 GP each, and it heals 1,875. It only heals 125 less, and it costs considerably less. So this will help maximise my profit at QBD. Instead of chugging down sharks, I'll chug down some alligators and use much less money. Addy swords are so weird. They slow sell really slowly. And if I try and insta-sell them, they sell for so much less. And then they only sell like 50 at that price and stop. So the mid price is like 2.7k, so I was selling some at 2,690 and it took ages to sell them at that price. Then I was like, hey, how much to insta-sell? So I put 2.6k in and I insta-sold 52 for 2,635 each, and then the rest just didn't sell. This then means I'd have to sell them for considerably less if I want to insta-sell them all, which just isn't really worth it. So I bought one. I was like, what's the cheapest one being sold? And it's over mid. So now I've had mine in at 1 GP under mid for so long and they're still not selling. It's just so frustrating. I don't know what's happening with these swords. I really want to sell them so I can get some gear upgrades and stuff, and I don't really want to insta-sell them, so I'm in a kind of predicament. Not 100% sure what to do. Right, so I'm going to take my melee setup and go to God Wars Dungeon 1. I need the Devotion and Sacrifice ability still, and you can get it using loot share at God Wars Dungeon 1 killing Bandos or Armadillo followers. So I'm going to go kill Bandos followers with my Crystal Halberd and get some attack XP as I need 80 for Vindicta anyway. So it's the perfect time to go and kill them and get the abilities. As obviously I am waiting on those goddamn swords to sell. Right, so now I've got the Zamorak arrows. There's Zamorak creatures in here that are fighting the Bandos ones, and my Bandos helmet stops the Bandos thing attacking me alongside the arrows stopping the rest. So now I can just kill the Bandos followers and put loot share on in my own friends chat. Now I can join Nubaru friends chat, and now I'm in my own friends chat. I can go to any of the loot share worlds. So I'm going to hop to world 68 as it normally has quite good ping and it's loot share. So hop to 68, then I can toggle my loot share on, which takes 2 minutes. Then once it's on, I have the chance of getting Devotion and Sacrifice from these mobs at a much higher rate than if I didn't have loot share. So hopefully it won't take me too long to get these abilities, and I'll let you know how long each one takes. Pretty decent XP too, to be honest, and AoE and all of these down at the same time. Look at that, there's a lot of mobs to kill, and obviously we have a high chance at getting those abilities. Hopefully I can get it in one trip, we'll see. Hey, we got Sacrifice. That's a great one to have as well. Sacrifice is such a good ability. I'm going to chuck that on my bar. That's going to go straight there for some sustain. Nice. Now we got to get Devotion. Transfigure doesn't matter too much right now, so we just want Devotion. Sacrifice took what, like 3-4 minutes? Pretty good. Yeah, we got our Devotion ability. There we go. We got Sacrifice and Devotion. Time to go back to QBD with range, do maybe like 20 or so more kills, and then I have a plan and hopefully it will work. Starting off with a loot that's like 3 times the amount I was getting last time. I like this. That's more like it. 30 runite ore. Thank you very much. Now the good loot's coming in. Hopefully it continues to be like this and stops giving me 60k. Hey, we finally got a Royal Torsion Spring and we got Onyx Bolt Tips in the same chest. That's 350k. That's a good one. Back to the 60k rewards. One thing I will do before selling all my QBD loot is decant the Super Restores and the Saradomin Brews into 4-dose. They normally sell a lot better as 4-dose than 2-dose. I managed to get 41 QBD kills, and to be honest, because of the banking times and me not being able to do tons and tons of kills all at once, it took me around 3 hours. This means I was getting just over 2 mil an hour, which isn't that bad at all, considering how bad my gear setup is and how low my stats are. It's nothing to shout home about, but it's not bad. Time to sell it and see what we can do with the GP. I also realised I had around 3,000 Royal Bolts. That would have added 132k to the price check. Obviously I'm going to keep those though for my Royal Crossbow, but that's some added money that I didn't know that I actually got. I always forget you're guaranteed to get these, just like with racks you're guaranteed to get the arrows. So my plan is I've sold all of my Armadillo items slowly over time while still trying to slowly sell some adamant swords. It's been about 10 minutes. So I've managed to sell all of my Armadillo items now, and slow selling them means I made a bit of extra money, and I think I slow sold them for more than what I paid, which is always really nice. I have 22.3 mil. These adamant swords will sell for anywhere between, you know, like 4.5 to 5.5 mil, which will then take my cash up to about 27 mil. I can buy an obliteration staff and use skeletal. Okay, the armor won't be as good, but an obliteration staff is really powerful. I can do QBD with mage and should be able to get faster kill times. Upgrade my gear into subjugation. Once I've upgraded my gear into subjugation, I'm probably going to go to Vindicta, which then means I need to get a couple of attack levels in the Abyss. But using mage at Vindicta's pretty nice and pretty chill, so I'll probably do that. And I also want to get invention, which means I'm going to do the cash that's coming up, and I need to continue the smithing grind, but I'm not going to do it with adamant swords. I'm probably going to try adamant long swords next. I'm high enough level to do that now, so that will be my next test when it comes to smithing. But either way, once these addy swords sell, I should be able to get an obliteration staff. You know what? I'm going to go to the Hall of Memories while these adamant swords sell and power level some 2-tick divination. Also got to remember, when actually training skills like divination instead of doing caches, Divination urns come in very handy. 20% more experience while doing the Hall of Memories is going to be really nice, so I'm not going to pass that up. Need to make sure I make these urns. So I'm in Core Hunting FC, and when they say they're popping something, you go to that world and the one in the middle spawns, and it gives you much better experience rates and it fills your jars faster. So they said pop in 98, which means obviously I hop to world 98 and it's going to be in the middle. Obviously you 2-tick this as well, so I'm clicking every time I see an XP drop. Click, 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 and that speeds up the tick rate a lot, which then means I'm getting more XP, more fills, everything, and it's just lovely. Then whenever they say they're popping a different world, I'll hop to the other world, but I'll just stay in here, do it normally until they say they're popping something. But 2-ticking this is really actually not that bad. You kind of get into a rhythm, and as soon as you like hear that noise, if you have sound on, or if you see the XP drop, you just kind of click, and you get into that rhythm of just clicking and clicking and clicking, and you get really good XP. Hey, I looked in my chat, the adamant swords are sold. They've actually all sold, and my super restores, but obviously the super restores don't matter, but adamant swords, 2,000 have been sold. I'm going to offer my memories in here. I've only got 2 jars filled because I really wasn't here for very long at all. But every time I chuck a jar in, it gives so much XP. Look at that. It's lovely. The experience an hour here is just so nice when you 2-tick, especially if you're using Core Hunting FC as well. Now it's time to put in an offer for an obliteration staff. Then I'll come back here, do this while the staff is buying. And I'll put an offer in for skeletal as well, but that normally doesn't take too long. Then it's back to QBD with magic and a tier 87. Because I sold these over time as well, I sold them for over 2,600, which means I actually made a small profit. Not too bad if I actually have some patience, I guess. Now let's put an offer in for the obliteration staff. I'll try and buy it at just over mid, see if it insta-buys. I'm pretty certain it won't buy at this instantly, but it should buy at this over time, so I'm going to chuck my offer in. Got 3 mil left over, easily buy some skeletal. Can even buy maybe a piece of subjugation as well, but I'll probably hold off on that. Yet the skeletal armor set instable for under mid, which is pretty nice. And now I just gotta wait on that obliteration. This little like event thing is so good. Catching these knowledge fragments is really high amounts of XP. I also used a couple of my oddments on a couple of pulse cores, so I'm getting even more XP. It's pretty insane with the extra experience as well. It's insane enough already, but yeah, it lasts like a minute. It's just finished, I think. Got around 10k experience just from catching the fragments, as I caught like 20 and they gave 500 XP each. Now it's time for a cache. Time to jump in. 74 divination from that cache, 100k away from 75. Gonna go check up on that obliteration staff, put the price up a little bit if it hasn't bought, and then come back here and get more XP towards invention. I managed to fill up one of the bots and it gave me 10k experience. I can't do the other bot until 80, but that's some additional experience while being here. 75 divination. 5 levels to go for invention there, and we're 77 smithing as well, aren't we? So only 3 levels on that. Invention's pretty close. I want to unlock that by midweek. If I can unlock invention by midweek, it should be pretty good. They keep popping off the middle here, so I'm going to stay here for a little while and get really nice XP rates. But like I said, if I can get invention, it's going to help a lot with the perks and things, and then I can also show off what perks are good at low levels and things like that. And obviously I can show how to level up really quickly when you're low, and what to disassemble and what's good and what's bad and stuff. So that would be a good way to break up the bossing with the invention levels and the invention itself. Disassembling things and stuff like that will break up the bossing as well. So I won't be constantly bossing, otherwise my brain would just get fried. So this is a good way to even it out, I think. And this is how I'm going to do it. Jesus, I've put it so much over mid and it's still not buying. I've had it over time buying and I've increased it over and over again. Must be really on the uprise right now. Guess I'm going to have to try and buy it with all of my cash and then move forward with that. So let's see if I can buy it for 27 mil. I'll make it back so the money will be worth it, I guess. So let's try. Don't really like spending this much over mid, but when it's on the rise, might as well. 26.6. Not too bad. 2 mil over mid. Let's go do some QBD. Okay, we have our skeletal. We have everything set up. Let's give this a go. with magic. Should be much more accurate, should do a lot more damage, kills should be faster, should be smoother, even with the crappy armor. Let's see. I can already notice the difference. Oh, this is lovely. This is so much nicer. Oh, wow. It's just such a huge difference between a tier 80 and a tier 87 or a tier 90 kind of thing. You really do notice that difference. I prefer mage as well, so I guess that's something. It really sucks when you don't have enough loyalty points for an aura though. Like, no aura, no loyalty points. Just think I've got 20k loyalty points. It's just not enough, and it takes so long to start accumulating them that it's really annoying. I'm not actually 100% sure when I'll be able to buy my first, like, Reckless or Maniacal aura or whatever. Probably will buy a Maniacal first, but when that is, I have no idea. I have to accumulate so many points. You get like 500, then 1,000, then 2,500. It's just so little. Right, we nearly got it. One more hit. There we go, get this one. And now we can finish him off. Might not even be a fastest time, you know. And now it's strong against me, so yeah, it probably won't be. But still, at least we know that this is really nice compared. I've used barely any food. Okay, so that wasn't too bad actually. We used more food than needed because obviously that last phase was kind of a mess, because I guess the last phase is always a mess, but when it goes hard and scaled, it's even harder. So let's see what we get. Boop. Hey, 400k for our first loot. I'm happy. Let's keep trucking on. There we go. It went resistant again, but I still think I got a fastest time. Nice. 2:33. That's much better. Actually, not too bad. We got 2 kills in 1 anti-fire dose. That's way better than what we were getting. 400k again, back to back. Yes. Ho ho ho. A Royal Bolt Stabilizer, Onyx Bolt Tips, 375k. Another really good reward. Huh, I got a 212. That's not actually that bad, to be honest. For having Skeletal and an Obliteration, 212 I'll take any day. And we got rare drop table of Soft Clay and Lobsters, 350k. Damn, this one's amazing. Oh, that's a fast kill. Nice. 151. It went weak in phase 3. That was nice. Sorry if my fan's a bit loud. I have the fan on me because it's, you know, a bit hot over here. But, oh, that kill, that was nice. And 87k, not so great. But let's go. That's really nice. Another one. Managed to slow by my Gown of Subjugation. Now we've got to wait for the Hood of Subjugation to buy, but at least we've got 1 upgrade. We'll slowly but surely replace this skeletal by the end of today. Finish slow buying the Hood of Subjugation, now 2. We look very, very mismatched with these 2 pieces. We need the Garb of Subjugation as soon as possible because walking around like this really hurts me. I guess it's only inevitable to eventually have a death. It's fairly late and I just derped out, to be honest, so died to Tortured Souls on last phase. Feels bad. At least it's only 79k to reclaim my items. Easy. So I've killed 67 Queen Black Dragon, fastest kill 151. We'll probably go till we got about 100 kills today, and then we'll stop there. Hey, QBD coming in, 1.2 mil for the Visage. That's going to help out so much towards the Garb of Subjugation. Hey, that's a royal piece I didn't have, a royal sight, 200k worth. Well, that's already so much better. For my first hour of maging with Skeletal and an Obliteration Staff, we made 3.3 mil. So much more money. Okay, we got a bit of good RNG, but just the amount of extra kills we were getting was going to be more money anyway. I'm going to sell this and buy an upgrade or 2 and then get back cracking on QBD. I should be able to sell the Visage and all of the other loot and be able to slow buy the Garb of Subjugation now, so I'm going to do that. Then it's back to QBD for another 15 or so kills to get 100. That's pretty good. Trying to slow buy a Garb of Subjugation now, and I still have 2.5 mil left over. Should be able to make another 2.5 to 3.5 mil by the end of my QBD grind, and then I can invest that in bars for smithing. Oh. That's a lot of fireworks at the end of QBD. We managed to get 80 defense and 117 combat. It's not too bad when you get a royal crossbow piece and seeds, because at least it's 150k instead of like 60. Not that bad. Definitely helps getting additional stuff like this. Apart from the visage, this is the best loot yet because I got a royal sight and the runite ore, so that's 500k. This should be the 100th kill. There we go. We've killed 100 QBD now, and we're gonna check the last loot. Hopefully it's something good to end it all off. Then I'll sell it and I can do some smithing while editing in the morning. Okay, we got some addy ore and stuff. Either way, that'll be it for episode 1. Hope you guys are enjoying this series and you're enjoying the fact that I'm doing a lot of bossing but then mixing it up a little bit with skilling and stuff as well. I really do want to unlock invention as fast as possible. And until tomorrow, see ya.